Do you want to get to your goals faster? I get it. We all want that. We all want to be picked up from where we are today and kind of plop down into where we ultimately want to be. And we want to be there faster than we have been progressing thus far, especially as ambitious entrepreneurs or people pursuing their next level in success or in business or in possibility in their own personal lives. I am someone who is always hungry for growth, and I have to temper that because sometimes it can take over my whole world to where I want to skip steps to get to where I want to be. But when you think about it, there's a reason that we have to go through kind of the growth period to get to where we need to go. It's in preparation for that thing we want to achieve. We have to make sure that we are the leader that's capable of not only attaining or achieving the thing that we have our eyes set on, we also have to be the person that's capable of holding on to it, right? That we're ready for it. Think about someone who wins the lottery. How often do they squander those riches and that wealth because they weren't up here or up right here, the person they needed to be to know what to do with that level of wealth. They weren't wealthy yet in their mind. They just fell into money, and there's a difference. They didn't go through that growth period to be able to handle that level of wealth, and therefore they lose it. The same is true in nature. There are so many different pieces of evidence in nature that show us that there's this evolutionary process that has to happen in growth in order to get to our ultimate potential and possibility. When you think about a caterpillar in a chrysalis or in its cocoon, if I were walking by a tree and I saw this little chrysalis hanging and there's a caterpillar wiggling in it and it's struggling to get out, and I went and I just kind of tore it open for the caterpillar or for the butterfly within there, the butterfly would fall out. So it would get out of that entrapment, of that struggle, but because it never had to struggle its way out and use its wings to push its way out and get through the tough part of emerging from that cocoon, it would fall and it would die because it didn't have the strength to survive outside of its cocoon. And the same is true for us. You want something so bad. You can taste it. You've set the goal. You've set the resolution. You have the vision. You've done so much work and you're fighting for it. And you want to push yourself there. But are you yet the leader who's ready for the thing that you want so badly? Or do you have to continue to go through and climb those mountains and go through the pain and the struggle and the strife and just the challenges that come with getting to that amazing thing that you're craving so that you can be prepared, so that you can be strong enough to handle what comes with that achievement? That's what we so often forget. We think that there are people out there, they just naturally achieve and it comes so easily to them and they just kill it and it happens so smooth. No, they've had to go through the evolution and the growth. Another piece of evidence in nature. Look at a gestation period of a pregnancy. We just had our 4th baby. There's a reason the pregnancy is 9 months long. And if God forbid that baby was born too early, it wouldn't even be able to survive because it didn't go through that gestation period or that growth period to get to what it needed to be able to survive. Or if it came too early, it would come with potentially complications. That is true for us in pursuit of our potential. And the other gift in the challenges that arise or the time it takes to get there, one, when there's space and time and margin, we can get clarity as we go because sometimes we're pursuing something that we think is for us. It's the thing we think we want, but in reality, it's not. And on that journey, we get that clarity and we get that evidence. And then we have the space and time to pivot and to move on a different path, change our mind, grow, learn something new, pull in the resources we need in order to get there, right? That's one reason. Another reason that time is of value is that we can get to where we want to go in alignment with the values that we hold dear. If you just hit the gas, what are you neglecting in your life? Your family, your health, your mindset, right? To get to this one thing you have your heart set on. So give yourself the space and the time to grow into who you need to be, the leader you are called to be in order to get to where you're called to go. And give yourself the time and the space and the growth to achieve that potential.